Okay, we're live.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Fusemachines AI Scholarship Orientation live streaming. My name is Nirmal Thapa. I'm a senior manager here at Fusemachines.
And I'm Suman Maharjan. I'm product manager for Fuse.ai.
And Francisco,
And
can you? Hello?
yep. I'm Francisco. I'm the lead instructor of Fusemachines.
Cool.
Great. So welcome, everyone. Today we have a great program lined up for you today. So I'll just quickly go over the agenda. So the agenda for today is first we'll talk about the Fuse Machines scholarship in general. Then we'll talk about then we'll look into the Fuse.ai platform and we'll do a quick walkthrough. Then we'll go into more details about the course and do a course overview. We'll look into scholarship resources. We'll then talk about classroom ethics, and we'll do at towards the end we'll do a live Q&A. Well, for the live Q&A, you don't actually have to wait towards the end. I know a lot of people are already excited to come on this live stream. They're already asking questions on the chat. So please keep the questions coming, and we'll answer it all towards the end. Okay. So again, so the Fuse Machines AI Scholarship. Now, what is the scholarship about? Now, the purpose of this scholarship is to facilitate interested AI learners with beginner level AI education. Now, another purpose of this scholarship is to create a bridge between existing AI education and required industry level skill. I know there's a lot of gap between what's being actually taught in different colleges and what's actually required in the job or in the industry. So this scholarship is actually there to facilitate and create a bridge for that. Now, the scholarship covers your this course for the 6 months. So that is what the scholarship is about. And the predicted outcome of the scholarship is to lead to a growth of AI talent worldwide. Also, we want to close this AI talent demand and supply gap. All right, now this part will be covered by Suman.
So hello everyone. As I told, I'm product manager in this product Fuse.ai. So I'm taking you to this walkthrough of Fuse.ai. So if you log in into Fuse.ai, so you'll see this screen. You will have like go to classroom on the top right. When you click on this thing, so what you'll find this thing, this page, and like many people will be wondering like there is like application under review for many people, but once you get access to the classroom, you'll find this there is no application under review, but you will get go to course button. So when you click on this, you'll see this page where you have a title of program on the top, Fuse Machines Artificial Intelligence Scholarship Program, and you'll have the title of modules, the different modules that you'll be going through in this program. On the left side, on the right side, you'll find units for each modules, and you can see like there are lots of units for each modules. And like when you start a unit, you'll go into a class where you will have this video, and you can see different videos, different chapters based for that unit. And beside unit, you'll see there is go to quiz page. You can go to quiz where we are. This quiz is based on previous video you learned through, so we want to make sure you learn every concepts and you understand it properly. So again, you'll also have this practice button where it will take you to our own practice session where like you'll get all this code from video in our own Fuse Code Hub platform. It will be the Code Hub will be defined by our Francisco later on. And another part of this unit is unit assignments that you will have to complete in order to complete the module and the unit. So you will be doing all the assignments and practice in our own Code Hub platform. Our Francisco will be talking more about this platform later. So now Francisco will take this on. He'll be talking about the course overview. Francisco.
Okay.
Okay.
So essentially, the course is divided into 3 big sections. The first one is a Python plus machine learning introduction. The second one is a scikit-learn. And the third one is deep learning. So we'll start by presenting how to work with Python, how to code classes, how to define functions, and some general machine learning introduction. Python is of fundamental importance for this course because everything here is built on Python. Pretty much all the serious machine learning nowadays is done in Python in some way. So that's why we chose Python for this course. So after we review some general concepts in Python machine learning, we'll jump into scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is the best machine learning library out there. It is used widely in the industry and the academia. And we'll review lots of concepts here. Essentially how to work with classification and regression models. So classification models are models where we want to predict a category or a label. So whether the image belongs to a dog or a cat or an elephant. And regression problems are situations where we want to predict numbers, such as, for example, predicting stock prices, for example, or how much it's going to rain tomorrow. So in order to do this, we will need a lot of machinery for this, learning how to do grid search, learning how to do cross-validation, learning how to operate with the scikit-learn API. So we'll practice a lot of scikit-learn in this section. And of course, we'll have exercise and quizzes for evaluating what you learned here. So after this is done, we'll jump into deep learning, which is the most advanced section in this course. You might have heard about deep learning because nowadays, every single app that you use uses some sort of deep learning technology. So we will teach you how to work with Keras and TensorFlow. TensorFlow, as you know, is a library developed by Google a few years ago. It has gained a massive popularity. It is incredibly fast and scalable. So we'll see how to define neural networks and deep learning models there. Keras is a library that's built on top of TensorFlow that will allow us to deploy machine learning models, deep learning models, very easily. So after we learn how to operate with the Keras API, we'll jump into some general applications of deep learning that you probably use and interact every day, such as, for example, predicting sound. So this is essentially the same concept when you have these virtual assistants and you talk to them and they understand what you're saying and they return an answer. So it will be the same idea. Then we will see how to work with convolutions. So convolutions are important for doing image recognition. So we'll have some exercises about image recognition. And then we'll see how to work with LSTMs and recurrent neural networks, which are essentially neural networks that exploit the temporality of data. So for example, after we observe a sequence of, let's say, stock prices, we might want to predict the next price for the next day. So about CodeHub. So our system for deploying our scripts is called CodeHub. It's very easy to use. It's essentially a server that's running through a browser. So the way you will navigate through this is by going to the appropriate website that we will tell you. And here you can have your folders, your scripts, your Python notebooks, etc. Pretty much what will happen here is that you will create a script, you will be able to edit here, and you will be able to run it. So if you are wondering how a script looks like, I will jump into the next slide. So this is pretty much how a script would look like there. This is a Python notebook. So as you can see, this is separated into paragraphs and sections. The beauty of this is that you can define code in each one of these boxes and run them independently. So this is very good for learning and for doing data exploration. In particular, in this video, you can see here we are doing image recognition using scikit-learn. So particularly here we are recognizing squares and triangles from some images, and we are doing some predictions with that. In the next slide, this is an example of one of the things that we do, which is sound processing. This is quite similar to what Alexa and other systems do. They basically process the sound and they understand what you're saying. So this plot that you can see here is essentially a plot of the sound. But in order to do this, we also teach how to process the sound into something that the computer can understand, right? Because the sound is just sound. We need to translate that into numbers. So the plot that you can see here is a representation of that. So we teach you how to use an appropriate library for this in Python, which is called librosa, which is used actually for doing serious sound processing. In the particular example that we will do here, at some point we'll have lots of words, and we will want to predict which one of the words the person is pronouncing. So then in the next slide, we're presenting some general scikit-learn concepts that we will review across the course. The idea is to teach you how to evaluate the models, how to formulate them, and how to deploy them. But certainly evaluating the models is sometimes a little hard, especially for classification models. Like regression models are easy because you're predicting numbers, but for classification, things can get much more complicated. So we spend quite a lot of time also explaining how to evaluate your classification models and how to choose them, to choose the best model there. So apart from many other applications in scikit-learn that we teach, I think one of the most interesting and one of the most fun ones to work with is reinforcement learning in Keras. So you might have heard about reinforcement learning over the last years because it has been used to beat humans playing certain games such as Go. The idea is to build an algorithm that can learn by itself how to play a game. Of course, the implications of this is that we could design a system for controlling anything that we want. This is not just strictly bounded by games. So there are people working with reinforcement learning in any industry that you can imagine. So what we'll do in this video, we will design a reinforcement learning system that will teach a game, an algorithm to play a game. So actually what you can see there, those two red lines and the blue ball that you can see there, the idea is that the blue ball should be between the red lines. So the ball will be moving randomly, but we will have certain control over it. We'll be able to go up or down, but there will be noise. So we'll teach an algorithm how to move up or down in order to avoid going out of the red lines and obviously losing the game. So as we will see eventually, the algorithm that we'll be designing here will start by being quite bad, and it will lose probably in 3 or 4 movements. But then after a few minutes, after we train the algorithm will be able to play for almost 150 or 200 times before losing. So it will be quite interesting. Some people are actually exploiting these technologies and trying to extend this to way more complicated games. And finally, one of the most interesting applications of deep learning that we will review in the Keras part will be how to do image classification in the next slide. So here we'll have hand gestures, 5 of them, and the idea will be to predict which one we have in the images. So this is actually quite cool because this implies that you could eventually deploy the algorithms that we teach here in your computer, connect them to your own webcam eventually, and control your computer using your hands. So what we do here is work with images, but the concept will be the same for a video. So in order to do this, we'll be using convolutional neural networks. The idea of these deep learning networks will be to exploit the shapes and the color structure in the images to find shapes and gestures. So as we will eventually see here, we can design a system that basically achieves almost 100% accuracy for classifying hand gestures. And finally, in the next slide, we do the same techniques for something else, which is actually quite used in the industry nowadays, which is to predict objects. So this is not an irrelevant thing, because if you think about it, when you're searching for stuff on the web or on a website, searching for a product, those products need to be properly labeled. And sometimes some companies have thousands of them, and it's not immediate to imagine how you would classify all of them. So most of these companies have some sort of algorithm that translate the objects into labels. So what we'll be doing here is classifying nuts and bolts, as you can see here. So we'll have lots of images about nuts and bolts, and we will be easily achieving 100% accuracy for our model and predicting them really, really well. And as we have hinted before in the next slide, so we'll have quizzes and exercises for evaluating what you learned in the course. The idea of this is to encourage you to use the web as much as you can and to your own research for answering these quizzes. We suggest that you try to avoid communicating to each other and trying to find the answer, but trying to do most of the work yourself and trying to find the answer yourself. And only if you feel that you need to ask something, just try to request some extra help. The way this is structured is essentially that we have these quizzes and you need to choose the most appropriate answer. And each one of these quizzes is related to an appropriate video. So it should be quite easy to follow.
Thank you, Francisco. So next thing we have here is our scholarship resources. So we got like many questions, like saying if video is the only thing that you're gonna get in the scholarship program, and like if you say besides the video, you'll have like there's other resources with this scholarship. We have Francisco Ureti. He'll be mentoring you through this program, and also we have AI thought leaders like Dr. Samir Maske and Dr. Steve Rennie. They are our AI experts in Fusemachines. They'll be taking questions in during this program where you can interact with them on certain time basis. And also we have our community managers, Nandu Joshi, Raj Kapali, and Rubina Tuladar. Many of you may have already been interacting with them in Slack and in our forum also. And there is like people helping each other in our own Fuse AI community. We have our own forum. If you haven't joined in yet, please join in. It's forum.fuse.ai, and you can ask different questions and also discuss different topics regarding this program or and mentorships, anything in our forum. And also we have our Slack channel where you can connect with us directly, ask us, and like interact with us. And if you want to say anything, we have a Slack channel where we are always looking at your messages. And also we do have a public group, Fuse.ai Facebook group. You can search Fuse AI in Facebook and find this group and join in for our public discussions we have. So next we have
Okay, thank you so much. So next we have classroom ethics. So as you know, this is a scholarship program, and for the next couple of months, what we aim to do is to conduct this whole scholarship program in the most professional and ethical manner. So that means your cooperation is very important for us to achieve this mission. Now, there are many things to keep in mind throughout the length of this course, and I would like to highlight some of the things here. And first and foremost, plagiarism of any kind will not be tolerated. So please do not plagiarize. So that will be taken very seriously. Also, the fabrication and falsification of data is highly discouraged. So please do not do that. And any attempt of cheating will not be tolerated. Please do not attempt to take any steps or behavior related to this activity. And lastly, impersonation of any other students will be highly discouraged as well. Now moving onwards, so that actually covers most of our content for this live streaming. Now we're actually moving into the last part of our program, which is the live Q&A. So I know some of you have already started asking us questions in the chat section. Please continue to ask us questions, and we will start taking some of the questions and go from there. Sounds good?
Yep.
All right.
So we have someone asking like, will we get free GPU credits for free for deep learning? It's asked by Bhuvan earlier, Ariel. So Bhuvan, so you'll be getting our own Code Hub platform where you'll be testing all your codes, and like Code Hub is a server itself where we have allocated dedicated GPU timing GPU server for you. So you'll be testing every your scripts and everything on our own server. So yeah, you'll be getting a GPU credit for deep learning. Another question is Akriti Subedi, any prerequisites? So um, as we told, like this one is for starters. So but we do ask you if you are to be somehow familiarized with yourself with Python programming language, because we'll be using Python heavily in this program. So we'll if like you'll be good with Python, you'll easily catch up with the program. But also you'll have enough time to learn Python and again join in the program, because this is like 6 month course, so you will have enough time to learn. So another question is 77 watching out of 10,000. So Kamal, like as we announced, we are taking this program on a group basis. Like currently, only 200 of people have got this scholarship for now, and we'll be announcing more groups in coming days. This is because, as we mentioned, like we are giving you the GPU credit, so we want to control, like we have a limited resources for now, so we want to make sure the people who are taking this course get like quality service. So we are going like batch, like there we are announcing more batches in coming days. So uh, there will be 10,000 watching in coming days. So okay, I'll be taking. So because Giri has asked us what is falsifying data, so there are lots of questions going up and up. So so do you want to?
Falsifying data is basically, we trust you that, all of you who have received the scholarship will take this very seriously. And, please make sure that you're taking this uh, scholarship very in a professional manner. Falsifying data would mean that, if we have to, if you're required to submit any assignments, and then you said, maybe you coordinated with someone else, and then you, instead of you took someone's assignment and said this was done by you, that is falsifying data. And obviously there's a lot of things that we will be cross-checking and making sure that everyone is very professionally approaching this course and ethically doing their job. So, but there's more examples, and we'll keep you guys posted on that in the future.
Okay, so wait a minute. So we'll have to drag more the question. Okay.
All right, just give us a minute.
Yeah, there are lots.
There we go.
So I'll ask. So Francisco will be answering this one. Like, does this course include optical vision and image processing? Hey, Francisco.
So we only have a section where we teach you how to work with convolutional neural networks. There are many other techniques for image processing using, for example, OpenCV and some other libraries that we don't review in this course.
Okay, got that answer. So this is one of the question many people are asking: when will the course be activated on Fuse.ai Classroom? So we'll be activating every one of your classes this Monday. So like a day after tomorrow, that's the office day. We start the office on that day. So every one of your courses will be activated on this Monday. So okay. How will be able to show our AI profile in the future? Like I guess we done a project we can have GitHub. So uh, which one? Okay, so okay. So if you see code hub, you'll be practicing lots of your code in code hub, but you can actually export those projects in GitHub later on. So you will be able to share those projects later. And also we'll be providing you certificates after the completion of the program. So you'll be able to share that too. Uh, and when will be access?
We already did.
So who's on?
Wow, yes. There's okay. Thank you so much for the questions. There's lots of questions. We'll try to get to them as much as possible.
What CPU? So Saurabh have asked us what is GPU credit. So like you'll be granted dedicated server time in our code hubs where you can be running the script. So for like initial projects, you won't have to use that very server heavy programs, but later on you'll be able to use all those deep learning scripts in our own code hub platform, but it will be given you in like certain credits, like only limited amount of credits that you'll be able to run for the project you'll be doing in this program. Hmm? Mm, what is the timetable? So Mahima Sunar just asks us, what is the timetable for the class? So this is like online, like at your own time program. So once the classes are activated, you'll have 6 months to go to class anytime you want. Like there is no fixed timetable. You have to come up with your own timetable to learn. You'll be able to access all the course thing. And also we'd like to make clear out that the model 1 and model 2 has the units assignments for those units are ready. For model 3 and 4 we'll be uploading more resources and assignments on coming days.
All right. And Hamro Garaz has asked, will this scholarship help to get job like real job? We certainly hope so. And that's exactly one of our goals is to provide you fundamental AI course and make you competitive, not just in Nepal, but globally.
Also what time should I come? So this is a fully online course, so you don't have to be come to our office or anywhere. This is not like you don't have to be physically present for the course. You have to just use your internet connection and your laptop or computer and just go to the program in your own time, like browsing a web. So how is this different from Coursera or Udacity? So for starting, so this course is morely directed toward the starters. While Coursera and Udacity, you will see like courses are very advanced. So like this course is meant to bridge people from who are just starting into AI and want to learn more in AI. So once you take this course, you'll be more familiar with the terms and like libraries and techniques that you use that has been used in those programs. So if you take this course, it will be very much easy to jump in those courses. So Kamal Srestha has asked if any assignment deadline. So assignments will get as much as time as with this course. So that is like you have 6 months to complete all of those. So how am I supposed to interact with mentors? So for one, forums. Our mentors will be looking at the forums periodically, and also Slack channel. You'll be talking to us and we'll be connecting you to mentors and our thought leaders as per needed. No weekly deadlines. For now, there are no weekly deadlines. You will have like 6 months and you have to follow your own timetable for that. Okay, my question: will we cover motion gestures and recognitions? For Rajesh has asked us, will we cover motion gestures and hand gestures recognitions? So, hi Francisco. A person has asked us if we will cover motion gestures and hand gestures recognitions.
Can you repeat the first part, sorry?
Will we be covering motion gestures and hand gestures recognitions?
So we review how to process images in one video, but not in the context of like working with a video, but just separated images. But the concept would apply the same for a video. The reason for that is that in Code Hub we don't have a very easy way of working with videos, so that's why we chose to work with the images there. But the idea is exactly the same. Getting the gestures is the same as in a video.
Okay, thank you. So,
So Mandeep Khadka has asked, what's next after this course for the selected students? Well, certainly after this course, you'll have more knowledge about AI and you'll be more competitive in the job market. And obviously, we know that AI is much in demand right now and in the coming days. So hopefully, wherever your interest is, you'll be able to get a job anywhere you want.
also this course will give you a fundamental base of AI. So after this course you'll be able to take much more advanced courses that are available right now in your internet. And also Fuse AI is working to bring more advanced level courses, but that is for the future. But for now, after this course you'll have a solid fundamental base of AI, and you can take different courses that are available in Udacity, Coursera, anywhere else. So Dinesh Batra has asked us how is differ from fellowship. It's the same thing. This one is more targeted toward the starters, whereas fellowship is much more advanced, and fellowship asks for more commitment. Like fellowship program is for like a 1 year program where students have to come physically and they have to attend our classes in our office. But this one is more like just online classes and more like beginner level classes.
Francisco, there's another question for you. And the question is, will we be learning the use of APIs in this course, or do we actually get behind the concepts as well?
Yeah, we introduce not only the APIs, but how to work with different techniques. So for example, when we work with, let's say, support vector machines, which is a technique for classification and regression, we explain how the algorithm works. The same for example, random forests, we explain how the algorithm for building the trees in a random forest algorithm work. So the idea is not to overwhelm you with the mathematical details, but we present the more general ideas behind the algorithms.
Thank you.
Thank you. So another question we have from Hamro Garaz, like, will there be more courses like backend development, Angular, React in future? So the answer is no. So at Fuse.ai, we are trying to just have courses that are meant for like AI, machine learning, deep learning things. We have no plan to include any other field than AI. Sunil Thapa has asked, will we be using TensorFlow for deep learning? Yeah, there is one whole chapter for understanding the TensorFlow and its applications. Will we be getting the guideline videos? Of course, on YouTube. No. So like the videos will be exclusively available only in our Fuse.ai platform. So by 6 months, is this course designed on 1 hour basis? Correct me if I'm wrong. So Mandip, so this course is so when we tested with our engineers, they took like 3 to 4 months to complete whole course. So, but there are lots of people who are included in this scholarship who are just beginning with the Python and some libraries. So that's why we are giving the access for almost 6 months so that everyone can complete this course. And the timetable is like open. Like if you want to do it 1 hour a day, that will be very good. Like that will be ideal for everyone to complete this uh, in time. Will we be doing more sessions like this in future? So uh, will be in will be communicating with every one of you regularly in Slack and forum. So like for sessions like this, if we think like we need this, like we'll be doing lots more session if we need this in future. Will there be any models relating to mathematics for machine learning? So for now, our if you see the syllabus, we have include those are the only thing we have covered in this first program. So that will be something for the future if we really need it. What about the mathematical aspect of machine learning? Okay, so uh, our team has covered lots of topics in machine learning. So for the best concept, we'll be working with your feedbacks. If you think like we really need those uh, topics, then we will be including them in future. But for now, it's all of those are in syllabus.
So Niranjan Basnet has asked, will we be doing any kind of meetups regarding this? Okay. Actually, the best way to find out, we'll keep you updated through our Slack channel. Please keep checking those channels, and that's the best way to find out if we will do any meetups in the future.
So, so Santosh has asked us, do we need to research at our own or real session is enough? So there are lots of projects and assignments that has been present in this course, but like you should be doing lots of researches at your own too. That is the way of learning in this program. Is this the first time you're providing scholarship? So we have been providing fellowship for like 3 years now. So this is, yeah, we are providing a scholarship for the first time. Is this an international scholarship? So Mandip have asked us if this is an international scholarship, and this is a global program we are launching. But for the first time, for this first group, we have covered only Nepali from Nepal, application from Nepal, because the office is in Nepal, and this is the way where we can guarantee you like there is the service is running smoothly. And in coming groups there will be many international students taking part in this scholarship program too.
Adit has asked, is 6 months enough to complete the course? I need to learn Python and work on math too. Actually, yes. When our engineers took this course, it took about 3 to 4 months. So we certainly hope that 6 months is enough time to complete the course. And if you need to learn Python and math, also keep yourself updated on those parts as well.
So Suyog has asked us, why does Fusemachine fellowship is only for seniors or college grads and not for someone who is freshman sophomore? So that's what we are trying to answer. So uh, fellowship is more directed towards for people who have already good knowledge in AI, but this scholarship is directed toward the people who are trying to get into AI. Fellowship is more advanced level, whereas this scholarship program is more for beginners. Can we look up on internet for help? So Mandip has asked us, can we look up on internet for help? Yes, sure. Like it's an open world, so you can look at in internet for help. And also our engineers has compiled some of best resources to look up for those. So like you'll very soon you'll have a resource tab where you can go, and like there will be lots of resources and links to mediums, documentations and other resources where you can go and which are related to the videos that has been in fuse.ai.
All right. So Sulav has asked, what constitutes as plagiarism? If we are stuck, can we look it up, or do we have to cite the sources? Okay. So plagiarism means is that when you copy and paste from somewhere that was already published, but without citing the source, you actually wrote it down just as it was your own work. So we do not accept that. You could actually use the knowledge that is already out there, but you have to cite where you got that in particular information from. We want to credit where credit is due, and if you have used someone else's work after, you have to cite. That's the professional thing to do.
Okay, so besides videos, will you be providing us with some supporting materials? So Sunil will be providing you a practicing platform, what we are calling Code Hub, where you can run all your scripts, and like you will get GPU servers to run more deep learning models. And also we'll be providing you like a resource section where you'll be going through lots of more programs, different kind of programs. So the target of this whole program is not, we are not asking you to come to just our platform. You are free to go to lots of platforms, and in fact we have compiled you a list of lots of platform within the videos where you can go and learn more on the topic that we cover in the videos.
Kamal has said the course sounds very, very interesting. Can't wait for it to get started. Same with us. We can't wait to get the course started on Monday. Now, Hamro Garaz has asked, how hard is it to learn AI by myself? Well, uh, it's 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 a good way to learn by yourself as well, but I think it's more fun to learn together. That's why we're here on Fuse AI. We're going to be learning together in the coming days and months.
So Niranjan Basnant has asked, can we save the resources and share it with our friends? So only we don't allow is you share your credentials of Fuse.ai. We don't want many people using same credentials for the same account. So, but of course, you knowledge is best when it is shared. So you can share the resource thing, but make sure you don't download our videos and upload it in YouTube. That we call a copyright.
Mandip has asked, will I be able to join Fusemachines Nepal after this?
So again, reiterating the same answer, like this is more for like starter course. Like this is just a beginner course, and once you do this, there will be a door open for lots of courses and everything. Once you are very top of the notch in this like AI field, like how Fusion Machines Nepal always welcomes talented people. So I'm currently working, so you can weekly basis time. So just as we told earlier, so if you can go to course and do videos and practice those things at least 3 days in a week, like at least 2 hours or like at least 6 hours a week, then you'll be good to complete the course in time.
All right, thank you so much for the questions. Let's keep the questions coming. We do have another 10 minutes. So if you guys can keep us asking questions, that would be great. We'll try to get to, I know we haven't answered all of your questions, but we'll try to get to as many questions as possible. And again, if we do not get to answer them here, please continue to stay in touch through our Slack channel, and we hope to get those questions answered in the coming days.
Yeah. Also, if we have missed any of these questions, we'll be taking all these questions and we'll save it somewhere in Doc or Google Sheet, and we'll answer all of these questions and post it in our Slack channel in coming days. So Sunil has asked us, will we be getting all the videos at once or will I have to wait this? So we are uploading every resource as it gets ready. So like you'll get all the videos once you have access to the course, you'll have access to all of our videos, and you in coming days we'll be adding more videos and more resources, and projects assignments will be uploaded as we go with this program.
All right, Mandip has said you both are awesome. So Mandip, thank you. I think you're awesome as well. Hamro Garaz has asked us, what if you find us more interested in AI? Will you be providing more classes after 6 months? Well, I think for now, your focus should be trying to complete this course successfully. And who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, and yeah, we are working on the second level of this program, so we can tell you that we are already working for like second version, like high, like advanced level after this course. So Achilles has asked, what do I get after the completion? You'll get a Fusemachines certificate stating like you have completed the fundamental of AI course. Will be get a privilege for AI fellowship. So this Fuse.ai and fellowship are completely different program, and like they are headed by different teams. So like we can't say, we can't tell you anything on that. Okay, so and a random question: what is average salary of developer working on AI field and Nepal? So AI field is just currently starting. Like 2 years ago, there was no position stating AI engineer. So like for now, we can tell you like AI is being sought out department, but AI engineers have like an average salary of that other engineers are getting for now in Nepal.
There's a question by Binay. I think it says maybe it's good for Francisco. It says, will we learn about speech recognition or speech to text?
Yeah, so we do a video on speech recognition and speech to text. It's pretty much the same technology that those voice assistants that, for example, you have on your phone use. So there are minor differences, but the general idea is the same. So with the technologies there, you'll be basically able to transform sounds that we are pronouncing into words, and then you can build something more complicated on top of that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have another question. Is this scholarship tied up to Fusemachines USA as well? And like, can we go abroad and other like getting job or anything? So let me again clarify the objective of this scholarship program. This scholarship program is for like people to get started with AI knowledge, like get a good base on fundamentals of AI. Like this going abroad and like getting jobs have like a different stories to add. Okay, so how does Fusemachines benefit from providing us so many resources for free? So this is actually a very good question. So let us tell you a story. Like few years ago, like when we were looking for AI engineers in Nepal and USA and Canada and DR, where our office are located, we couldn't get any proper AI engineers. So started AI fellowship, and those programs were directly targeted to, as we have mentioned in our vision, saying like to grow the number of people who are AI engineers. So by if we have like hundreds of AI engineers available in Nepal, then it will clearly help us hire more engineers and grow our company. So that's our long-term goal. Besides that, there are no any other benefits right now.
Also, I would just like to add to Suman's point is that if you have visited our website, you'll notice that one of our main mission is to democratize AI. And how do we democratize AI is because that countries like the US have the concentration of AI talent in the world right now. And we want to be able to provide AI education to anyone who is very interested to build a career in AI, who are also very hardworking, and in all they would need is a platform like this, a platform like Fuse.ai. So that's why we're want to develop AI talent all around the world, and especially in Nepal.
Okay, so please list the projects. So Akrit has asked us to list us the project that we practice in this course. So Akrit, you can go to our syllabus page and look at that. There are projects in its modules. So and we'll be adding more projects in future once the class starts. We can be communicating about this in our Slack and forum too. So is there any deadline to start the course? So The deadline is only for the access of the course. You'll have 6 month access to the course once it starts from this Monday. So other than that, there are no other deadlines for now.
All
So
right, so we have about 5 minutes left to this live streaming. We'll be taking the last three questions,
yeah.
and then we'll be done for today. So we'll take three more questions, and again, like Suman, as Suman mentioned earlier, we'll try to get to all the questions in the coming days, and we'll be sharing answers to them through our Slack channel. So, but for now, for this live streaming, we'll be taking the last three questions. Okay.
Okay. So the one question is, where can we follow the Francis? So uh, you'll be getting in touch with our mentors through our Slack channel and forum for now. So that's how you will be connecting to our mentors. And will we get the course and assignment through Slack? No. So Mahima, you'll be getting the courses and assignment through Fuse.ai. Slack is just for directly communicating with us. If you have any questions or any queries regarding the program or course, any feedback, you'll talk to us through Slack. But for the course and assignments, it's Fuse.ai.
So I think we're at the last question, and the last question is not related to AI. What were the criterias did you consider for selecting applications? I think just out of curiosity, I think what we found out was there were thousands of applications, and we believe that this group was extremely interested in AI. They showed a lot of enthusiasm in their answers. They had really put a lot of thought into answering all of those questions, and we really feel that those words, and we just wanted every most of them were just looking for an opportunity like Fuse.ai to come along so they could actually get equal opportunity just like people in the West. And would you like to add something, Suman, to that
No,
question?
but we can take this last question
Okay.
and we'll wrap it up.
All right.
And yeah, you can leave your questions here and we'll be answering them in our Google Doc and sit, and we'll be sharing this thing, all these answers with you in our Slack channel in future. So why not make it accessible to whole Nepal? So that's our goal, to make it accessible not just a whole Nepal but whole world. But for that, that needs a lot of heavy resources for like for running scripts and all those models that need lots of power and GPU servers, and that's we are not ready with that yet. So we are trying to make sure we are reaching out to people so that more and more people can join in program like this for those resources. So thank you everyone.
Yeah. So thank you very everyone for joining today's Fuse Machines AI Scholarship live streaming orientation. We thank you very much for coming on this Saturday afternoon. We hope you have a great weekend, and thanks to Francisco as well. And hope you guys see you on Monday. Bye bye.
Bye bye.